The 18th Street Gang, also known as Barrio 18 or La 18, is one of the most notorious and violent gangs in the world. It originated in Los Angeles, California, in the 1960s and has since grown into a transnational criminal organization with tens of thousands of members across the United States, Central America, and beyond. Here's a look into a true story that highlights the rise of the gang and its eventual entanglement with law enforcement. The discovery of the 18th Street Gang. In the 1960s, Los Angeles was a melting pot of cultures, and its neighborhoods were home to a growing number of Latino immigrants, especially from Mexico and Central America. During this time, many young Latinos were struggling to find a place in the city, and gang culture began to emerge as a form of protection and belonging. The 18th Street Gang was originally formed by Mexican-American youths who lived around 18th Street in the Rampart area of Los Angeles. However, unlike other gangs, which were usually race-based, primarily Mexican-American or African-American, 18th Street Gang broke that mold. It became one of the first multicultural gangs, accepting members from different ethnicities and nationalities, which contributed to its explosive growth. By the 1980s and 1990s, 18th Street Gang had become one of the largest street gangs in Los Angeles. Its members were involved in a wide range of criminal activities, from drug trafficking and extortion to robbery and murder. Law enforcement quickly realized the scope of the problem, but 18th Street had become deeply entrenched in the city's criminal underworld. Expansion and terror in Central America. As law enforcement cracked down on gangs in Los Angeles, many 18th Street Gang members were deported to their home countries in Central America. This move unintentionally helped the gang expand its influence beyond U.S. borders. Countries like El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras became hotbeds for 18th Street's criminal operations. The gang became notorious for its brutal tactics, including violent initiations, and members often tattooed themselves heavily to show loyalty to the gang. They terrorized entire communities, controlling drug routes and using extreme violence to maintain control. The Central American governments, already struggling with corruption and poverty, found themselves overwhelmed by the gang's power. Rampart scandal and law enforcement's breakthrough. One of the key moments in law enforcement's battle against the 18th Street Gang was the Rampart scandal in the late 1990s. The Rampart Division of the Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, was heavily involved in policing the gang, but an internal investigation revealed that many officers in the division were corrupt. Officers were involved in drug dealing, planting evidence, and even committing murder. The scandal led to over 100 convictions being overturned and forced the LAPD to rethink its approach to gang control. Despite the corruption, law enforcement continued to focus on dismantling the 18th Street Gang. The gang's sheer size and decentralized structure made it difficult to dismantle, but authorities began using RICO, Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, laws to prosecute gang leaders and members. In 2011, the U.S. government launched Operation Southern Tempest, a large-scale initiative to arrest gang members across the United States. More than 600 members of various gangs, including the 18th Street Gang, were arrested. This operation was one of the largest ever aimed at combating transnational gangs. Convictions and ongoing battle. Several high-ranking members of the 18th Street Gang were convicted of various crimes, including drug trafficking, murder, and extortion. In 2013, a key gang leader, Ricardo Silent Lopez, was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for ordering the murders of rival gang members and civilians. The FBI and Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, continued to target the gang. In 2017, another large-scale sweep, Operation Raging Bull, led to the arrest of 214 gang members across the United States and Central America. This was part of a broader crackdown on gang activity in both regions. However, the 18th Street Gang remains a powerful and dangerous criminal organization. Their decentralized structure makes it difficult for authorities to eliminate the gang entirely, as local factions continue to operate independently, often fueled by drugs, extortion, and violence. Conclusion. The story of the 18th Street Gang is a chilling reminder of how a street gang formed in a Los Angeles neighborhood transformed into a transnational criminal empire. Though law enforcement has made significant progress in disrupting the gang's operations, the 18th Street Gang remains a serious threat, especially in Central America, where poverty, weak institutions, and corruption allow them to thrive. The discoveries of law enforcement, from the Rampart scandal to major crackdowns, have led to many convictions, but the battle against this gang is far from over. Thanks for tuning into Sika True Crime Docs. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more captivating tales. Your support helps us keep bringing these stories to life. See you in the next episode.